tonight, again, we're going to be talking about how to avoid product buildup. And so what I want to ask you in the chat, in the comments section, what are some things that you currently do to avoid product buildup? So Newbie says, I use minimum products, shampoos, usually Crown Elements herbal rinses. Yes, that's what I love to hear. Tamika is using water-based products. Teresa says, I do lock brushing and use detoxifying shampoos. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, Nina, I love this. Nina says, less is best, and I use water-based products. Of course. Avoid petroleum products, says Ebony. Totally agree. Oh my gosh. And Lisa says, I don't use much product. Michelle is using clarifying shampoo. So I love this. So it sounds like we're definitely on the right track. But I definitely did want to just make sure that if you just started, or if you are kind of trying to figure out your regimen, just some things to look out for as it relates to product buildup. The first thing I want to do is define buildup, okay? Because there are 5 different types of buildup. And a lot of times people don't know that, and they think like, okay, I want to avoid buildup, and they just say buildup, but they don't know that there are different types of buildup. And so that is why specifically we're talking about product buildup. But you also have lint buildup, which is another one that we want to stay away from. We have environmental buildup, and those are things like dust and leaves or smog and smoke that may be just around our environment that we probably can't avoid, but that's something you want to be very mindful of. So we have lint, we have environmental buildup, we have debris, which are things like makeup. You know how like at the beginning I had lipstick on my teeth? As your locks get longer, they may fall into your food, they may get, you might get some makeup, some, what do you call that stuff? Foundation in your hair, things like that. You want to avoid debris in your hair. You also want to be very mindful of biological buildup. And biological buildup are things like sweat, sebum, flakes, dandruff, those things that are a part of you, a part of your biology, but can build up in the hair and be detrimental to your locks. So be very mindful of those things. And of course, the last type of buildup is product buildup. What shows up at the roots, what is there that is like, I don't want this in my hair. How do I get this out of here? That product buildup, especially when it accumulates and grows, not even say it grows, but like just gets stuck at the root area. That is product buildup, okay? And hence the name, it comes from the usage of products. So I love, 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 love that in trying to avoid product buildup, we hear people using lightweight products, washing regularly, clarifying, detoxifying shampoos, just using oils. And those are all great strategies for avoiding buildup. You also want to be mindful of how you are layering your products. And so one of the most common things people say is like, when you're moisturizing your hair, spray your moisturizer and then oil. But some people are like, okay, I'm gonna do this growth serum, and then I want to do this oil because I like how it tingles, and then I'm gonna spray my leave-in, and then on the ends I'm gonna apply my my hair wax, and then because I put the hair wax in and it's kind of like a dull finish, I want to apply some shine spray, and then 2 days later I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna put this hot oil treatment, and it's just like you keep layering all the products in your hair. This is like a surefire way to get the buildup there. And so being very aware of what you're using and how you're layering it will make sure that you can avoid product buildup. Also, please, 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 please consider the consistency, or the word is viscosity of the products. And that is how thick something is, or how sticky or heavy it may be. I say this because I know inevitably, especially if you're scouring the internet or in those Facebook groups. You'll see recommendations for like thick things like olive oil and castor oil and super mega growth tonic spray thing. And you hear these recommendations, and I know the labels sound very good. But what a lot of times the people that are creating these products have not taken into consideration your locked hair. Because for loose hair, it's fine. Like, because you can comb through it, you can wash it out, you can, not say you can't wash it out, but you can comb through it, you can detangle it, you can get it out of the hair. With locks, because they are tangled, it's a different level to the application and the retention of products. So those thick, heavy things, especially if it has like honey in it or beeswax, think hair color wax, ding, 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 ding. Stay away from that with your locks. Healthy lock, like it looks on the outside, it looks completely normal, completely fine. There's no buildup there. But you cut it open, or you look inside, and y'all know we do microscopic lock autopsies on here. I think I have one coming up. But you will see the buildup inside of the lock. And so people talk about like, why are my locks thinning in the middle? Why are my locks feeling heavy? What do I do to make sure my locks don't become stiff and brittle? Product buildup. Just because you don't see it does not mean it's not there. Okay? So you see all that stuff caked up on your locks before you go in the dryer, and you come out the dryer and you're like, oh, it's gone. It's magically disappeared. No, it's gone inside of your locks. Okay? So please be very mindful of that. The consistency of the products, how you're layering, and the biggest thing, the number one thing, like if you haven't heard anything else that I've said tonight about avoiding product buildup, the one thing that I want you to hear. Can everyone hear me? If you can hear me, press a 1.
Ooh, this girl just told me my locks smell good. And I was like, I am so glad that I sprayed the Pure Scalp on my hair after that workout, because sis, I'm out here smelling good and fresh, and I want that for you too. So make sure you head over to crownelements.com and grab you some Pure Scalp. Just locks just smelling fresh, scalp feeling good. Pure Scalp, get you some.
Listen up. Number one way you can avoid product buildup is to wash your hair bi-weekly. Okay, so that's my recommendation, bi-weekly at minimum. But most importantly is to use clarifying shampoo. Now don't log off because you're like, I don't want to clarify. It's going to dry my hair out. I just want to use moisturizing shampoo. My hair is already dry. Listen up. Listen up. Okay? Most people with locks, that's you, we apply product to our locks, to our hair, 2 to 3 times a week, at least once a week. Most people with locks have been taught, or just by default, will wash their hair once a month. If you're washing once a month, okay, I'm just saying my recommendation is every 2 weeks. But if you can't do that, I'm not chastising you. You have the pre-cleanse. But what I'm saying, to be clear, we want to use clarifying shampoo. Okay? You need to use clarifying shampoo. It's very rare that you'll hear me say that you need to, that you must, that you have to. It's very rare that I say that because I believe in personal choice and all that things, body autonomy, all those good things. You need to use clarifying shampoo, okay? We're applying products to our hair. We're putting oils, additional oils to our hair. We are spraying moisturizer. We're doing all the things. We're in contact with smoke, smog. Just because you can't see the gases in the environment, it's around you, the dust, the pollen, the lint, the makeup, the debris, like all these things surrounding us and getting into our locks. You know, locks hold on to things. Gotta clarify it. You gotta get it out. Clarifying shampoo is not the reason why your hair is dry. Okay, the lack of clarifying shampoo is the reason why the hair is dry. Okay, it may sound counterintuitive, and if you're like, I don't believe you, moisture matters. That is my workshop that I will teach you how to have moisturized, healthy hair. Okay, if you need it broken down, if you need me to break it down, like I break it down, if there's anyone here that has taken Moisture Matters, share your review, share your comments in the chat, because I truly stand behind that. That was one of my best workshops for sure. Must clarify. Okay, you must clarify your locks. All right, clarifying. Be mindful of how you're layering products, and also being very aware of the thickness and viscosity of the products that you're using will make sure that you can avoid product buildup, okay? But if nothing else, take care of yourself. Drink your water, go for walks, prioritize your self-care,